It is not a... Here, let me come over here.
You should run it.
I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do want it. Now we want to see what it is. Here, this is our little round.
Here, so you can have one for your...
Oh, look at it. You don't have a transfer printer, what are you, ancient?
No, we have that.
What is that thing? Oh, the card deal. The Arctic card. See, now what's that screen over there, Chad, to your right?
This one?
Yeah.
That's everything else.
That's like a BDS type thing?
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the...
This controls that, tells me how late I am, tells me what that sign should say.
Does that get a card in it too, or what?
No.
No.
You log in with your ID and you tell it what run you're doing and it knows the rest.
I see. It's interesting.
No pouch. We don't do that.
No pouch? None of that. No pouch? So, right.
No, we gotta grab our own schedules.
Yeah, the pouch thing is kind of dumb. Here. Look at Chad is driving a bus, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable. I know, well,
Making it up all along or something.
it seems like just yesterday that you were just riding around with me. And here we are riding around with him. There. Now all we gotta do is get Dave to be on the... Dave to be driving the bus too.
Hey, I got him thinking about it.
What? You did? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Dave, you really should be a
Minimum
natural.
trooper just to get the health insurance.
Yeah. Why not, Dave? Keep your other job. Get your health insurance. You like buses still, don't you? Or you've grown out of that?
I still like them.
We see a little bit more scenic photos from you these days than...
I haven't been getting out to ride the bus just to ride the bus, you know.
Yeah, not yet. What was that? What was that?
That was the
One of his PSA
I think it's not very loud in here. No, unfortunately. Yesterday when I blew your ear.
said thank you for riding King County.
Oh, so that's...
Yeah, it's so much road noise.
Here.
Let me maybe that'll make it quieter here.
Seniors and people with disabilities have priority use of the front designated seats.
There, just want to make you feel at home there, like you're on a back string.
That's right, that's what I'm asking. What's in there?
Right here we go. That'll be $5, no more cash.
That's our transit snow guy.
Oh, your snow guy. There's no fire extinguisher in there?
Oh yeah,
How about the triangle?
Got a couple of these.
Triangles?
A couple of those.
Yeah.
Hey, I guess somebody was using it as the air marshal.
What is that? What's the top?
Apparently somebody was using this
That
as
was-
that sign that you see on the front of the fare box.
Yeah.
This is what they use on the fare box when they run special sports service.
Oh. The sports.
This is for Mariners games.
I like that line over there. Yeah, you sure do.
Right lane only bus. He's up there messing around. Downtown, he has a layer.
The problem is this layover is inside a secure area. We can't get off the bus.
Oh.
You can't get out.
I don't want to have to say that.
I know, but it's that. You're always.
What do you mean I don't like that?
Here comes the toll bridge.
Oh. That ever happened before?
I wonder if the supervisor realizes there's somebody up there screwing him.
Well, that's good that you have that kind of collaboration. You doing your security sweep there, Jeff? I mean, Chad?
Apparently the air conditioning is actually working.
It felt cool.
I guess something you guys don't have, he told me you guys don't have, that we have. It doesn't work right now because the bus is off, but we can actually tell it between 68 and 74 degrees.
Well, you can regulate it.
It's a digital regulator up there.
Wow. So you know we don't have that. Oh, I don't have anything.
The 2900 should have come with that.
Dave, the world famous. This is the producer of the world famous How to Drive an Old Bus movie here, by the way. If you haven't seen it, it's got tens of thousands of hits on it.
One that got me in trouble?
No. Well, he's also the producer of the videos that got me in trouble, which somehow has disappeared. They took the management took screenshots. He said, "Here's you talking to Dave. Here's you doing."
This is our first generation low floor hybrid.
So the hybrid runs on
routinely
like.
calls a piece of shit.
Who does?
Chad.
No, only 2674 is a piece of shit.
Why don't- you don't
2
like-
days in a row, it can't climb hills worth of crap.
Oh,
And I've got
That's
two
annoying.
very... They are definitely hills.
I see.
You'll see.
Even with a bus that can take them nicely, it still crawls.
So you're on-time type driver, I take it.
Yeah. As a matter of fact,
Have you had any trouble at all since you've been working?
On
here?
Friday.
Not any, huh?
a lady came up and I told her have a nice weekend, and she turned around and she goes, I appreciate you being on time.
That's what they say to her too.
Yeah. Huh?
Is it this one?
The 216. Yeah. Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what people want. They want you to be on time. That's, you know, they talk about what transit passengers want. You
the
get there
trip
on
home-
time. They want to get
home
you
people
home.
don't normally care.
What?
The trip home people normally don't.
No, but people like to get home too.
They do, but
Of course, the trip to work
they're
is vitally
less,
important.
They're less prone to get angry if you're late in the afternoon versus in the morning.
Well, yeah, if in the morning you're late to work, it's a problem.
Yeah, I'm kind of stingy about being. I appreciate when a bus picks me up on time. I pass it along.
Yeah, I try to keep it on time too. Unless it's a hopeless schedule, and then I just go.
The last trip, the schedule doesn't work.
On here?
The second trip.
You get screwed in the tunnel.
Oh, so
No. Even if you get out of the tunnel on time, when you climb the Highlands Hill, you can just watch the schedule thing. Our schedule thing.
Yeah, let me see what that looks like up there.
Well, it doesn't do anything yet.
Can I come up here without you getting in trouble?
Doesn't do anything.
So what? It's interesting.
3 times a year. One in June, one in end of September, and February.
That's a smart
We
place.
stay on our routes longer than we try. The winter shake-up or fall shake-up, whatever they call it.
You guys have that road this snow.
Here's a
I had a
train.
whole week where I didn't drive.
Oh, really? What do you mean you didn't drive?
No, if you show up,
you
show up, and they cancel certain routes
So
because there's nobody riding. You know, some routes still run, and as long as you show up, you get paid.
Yeah, they did that in next time that too. I thought they had snow tires on these buses.
That's the low floor 40-footers.
I know. They like to have change on TriMet buses.
That's why our biking community will never be what Portland is, because we are just too hilly.
Yes.
It's a good thing.
That's a good thing. Dave, anti-bicycle guy, right there.
Yeah, I like to ride bikes, but, you know, I don't like the attitude most of them now.
Our stop announcement thing announces major stop stops.
automatic, right?
But it shows you every stop.
What does? Oh, what? That thing?
That sign right there, yeah.
The reader board?
You'll see it when
I mean, it shows you every stop.
It's going to announce all the stops in the tunnel, but once we get out into Sammamish after we're off the freeway, you'll see it'll show stops, but it won't announce them.
Every one of them.
But it'll tell you.
Oh,
every
like
stop.
real technology. Yeah.
And the lady's name
Wow.
is Kate.
Right.
The Cape.
You've already heard Jim speak.
Yes. That was Jim.
That was Jim.
Metro just came up with a name. It's computerized for us.
That real technology. Even TriMet doesn't have that technology that they use.
And in
Of course,
about
they enjoy penalizing.
4 minutes, that sign will change itself.
Which will?
The one that says 2 terminals.
So it's automatic.
Yeah, this is the new. They didn't have this downtown yet. I'm still working out the kinks with it. That was the bus I was afraid I was going to get today. It does not have OBS.
This one?
Yes, it has.
And then you got to do it on your own, huh?
Yeah.
Under penalty of death.
Well, the PA sucked. I had the bad order when I got back.
Well, you know, we try our best to do it, but we can never make our management happy, so we kind of just gave up finally.
I don't have any complaints.
No, none.
Of course, I stay out of trouble.
No complaints.
I try not to piss off the customers, and that's pretty much the big stuff.
Try to be nice. Treat people as you'd be treated. Don't crash the bus and show up for work. I mean, what else is there to do? You know,
Yeah,
if you can do those 3 things, it should be an automatic A. Of course, I don't really try to do anything either, but I mean, when I'm on the job, you see me. What are you laughing at?
We see you.
I'm a good driver. Was I or was I not a good transit bus driver? Yes, I was.
You were. I thought about bringing. I have one of our ride check things that they did on me about a year and a half ago. Thought about making a copy and whiting it all out and riding your bus and filling it out, see how you would score up here.
Go ahead. I would love to see that.
Of course, here, ride checks are done by supervisors.
Not trainers.
The supervisor pool consists of everybody. Your people who are in training are supervisors. The guy at the window is a supervisor. And so it gives them the ability at every shakeup, they can actually, the guy at the window can go to training if he wants. And the guy in training can go out into the field if he wants. So they're all one big group. So it is actually a guy from training, but it's still a supervisor.
I see.
The guy over here checking speed is I don't know who he is, he's hiding. He would be a on the road supervisor.
Can I shoot your picture? Look at that. I don't want a picture of Chad. Come on, shoot.
Thank you.
This fucking Whoops. That's when you really find out about being a bus driver is when you go full time.
There's that video.
Whoops. I hit put it back. Whoa. Sorry. Oh, god damn it. Don't. It has to reload. What was the video? What was it? Oh, the one that... Yeah, I remember this. That was you sitting at the top of one of those buses?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. Chad has done some great time-lapse stuff.
41's late.
Cool, man. Alright. Where are you going? We're moving to the back, folks, so we don't get in his way. Come on, sit by the window here. Sit with me by the window. Yeah, come on over here. Come sit next to me. Sit right here.
There's their 1% for art right there.
For what?
The fish on the wall.
What about it?
That's their 1% for art.
Oh. Yeah, federal government for you. That's wasting money. There's always money to be wasted, you know. As long as it's tax money, we could waste it. Wow, a lot of people got on here. That's a
Yeah, he said a lot of school kids been on here.
to have a nice big bus though, lots of room to split out.
Yeah. Well, the next route will be pretty packed until he gets here.
Till he gets here?
Yeah, it'll fill up with standing room only.
Oh, really?
Yep.
But going out of the city?
Yeah.
So he does this twice?
He does the I-90 twice, but after he gets to Issaquah, this route will split off with what he does on the next route.
Bus having a hard time getting up the hill, folks. It's chugging up.
Route at 339.
339. So we pulled out of town at 339, and it's now, so he's been on the road an hour. He's still got 3 people left on the bus.
Yeah, this is a lot farther than people have ridden that he usually gets.
I mean, what is this? There's nothing here.
There's subdivision back in there.
Yeah.
Oh.
House down here.
One left. 2 left.
And then he deadhead somewhere?
Back downtown. So you go through the tunnel all over again. And this first leg is 47 miles round trip. Wow.
I mean, he's driving all over the place, really. I mean, it's really spread out route. Look at this. It's like countryside here. It reminds me of the Route 84.
Some people ride this.
Some people ride this, but nobody rides that. That's because there's only one bus. How many buses come through here every day?
There's 5 in the morning, 5 in the afternoon.
Yeah, so you only have 1 in the morning and 1 in the afternoon on the 84. That would tend to
2.
well, they upped it to 2, so it has to be 1.
Well, they had 1 going to one place, 1 going to the other, and that was the 2.
Oh.
2 every morning and every afternoon.
Still got 2 people left on here for wherever the hell.
His next stop is for a little ways down the road.
Like in the middle of nowhere, it looks like to me. It's just countryside, basically. Does he ever pick up anybody to go back to town?
No.
Never? He could go, right?
Yeah, they're in service the whole time. Even when they're going back to the garage, they're still in service. Not sure. Couple thousand. They have 1,500 bucks on that thing.
No, they got twice the buses. Tri-Metro is actually very small compared to the major cities. That's why it's always curious to me why they keep bragging about how they're one of the models when it doesn't even rate as one of the major transit systems, really. Some baloney that they eventually. Short runs, remember?
You're supposed
do
to be
that.
able to hold it for your entire ship.
No, are you out of your mind, man?
Well, what you do when you get over
I
like
go,
this,
yeah.
you'll have
You got to go
bladder
every
problems.
hour, really.
But when you get old, yeah.
Yeah, when you get 30 years old, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Check with me.
Isn't that the
Check with me.
McFarland expectation? No brakes?
No, no.
Yeah, right. No breaks, no medical care. Just work and be a slave. There goes your buddy over there. So that was a hell of a nice little route you got there. Just kind of driving around in the countryside, basically.
Yeah. I like to call it going out to the wilderness.
Yeah, that's what it is, too.
Yes.
I mean, you're just
I
doing a
love it.
shitload of,
That's nice.
yeah. I mean,
Like a,
you really can't get a better kind
Beautiful, yeah.
of
Call
route.
it it's like a mini road trip every day.
Yeah.
So do your half-lights not work?
Just off is in the middle.
Oh, okay.
And I was holding the hill holder, and as I kind of got relaxed and bumped my sunglass case, and it flipped the lights off.
I thought you were trying to turn them to half-lights and it didn't work.
No. Off is in the middle. Half is up, or all is up and half is down. I'll tell you though, I have never hit so many red lights in my life.
Really?
As today?
You guys are freaking bad.
Yeah.
Well, you haven't crashed. Trailer square, transfers you can't read, so that they can get a lot of boarding, because they're all about boarding rides. That's how they were getting funding. And the federal funding was really where the money was at, not at fairs.
Yeah.
But as that's all changed, they had to change from their little unrestricted policy here to one that's going to make people pay. Because at least, you see, with their transfers, they change the color and you can actually read the letter. Like, you can't read our code, you know, the little punch code that we have. This is the pay freeway.
We're not on the paper yet.
Oh.
Only the bridge is the paved bridge.
Oh. Speed 50. So why is it all backed up on the right? Because that's Highway 90?
No, it's 405.
Yeah, we're right in the middle of the rush hour here.
The whole bridge is 3 miles ahead.
So we've heard about the pay by mail.
That's the $5 part. You don't have to pass, they send you a bill.
Oh, really?
You're going to pay an extra $1.50 just for them to send you the bill.
Behind my seat.
Oh, you mean the barrier there?
Yeah.
Well, they have the towel racks right behind the drivers.
Yeah, and I've seen people just reach behind there.
Right.
They can reach behind you and knock you in the head.
I've never had that problem, but I understand the point, yeah.
Well, I've heard of it happen. Someone said someone used a wheel block once.
Well, you don't want to be going behind the driver. It's just not a good idea. Having people reaching right behind you.
I really like this thing.
Yeah. Yeah, good idea.
I think all of our buses have.
Well, they're heading to the direction where you're going to have that thing go all the way around and protect
Actually, they
you
tried that
completely.
with us. There was a little door that closed to here.
What happened with that?
Well, a lot of drivers felt claustrophobic.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that.
Restricts airflow.
I
No one
would.
really liked it.
No, I wouldn't like that.
So they scrapped it.
I use them in like New York.
But see, here they'll actually put one in a couple buses, and then they'll send them out in service, and there's a form you can fill out at the base that asks what your thoughts are.
Oh, really?
They just don't plop it on everything and go, oh, well, that was a bad mistake.
Yeah.
At least we only bought 4 of them.
Right. Well, here we are in Seattle traffic, folks.
Round 2.
Yeah.
This is usually the worst of the 2.
Kind of like Highway 26, eastbound, you know.
Now, this is about like the Rose Quarter thing when you come in on I-5.
Oh, yeah.
There's a choke point underneath the convention center.
Right. trucker?
Yeah.
What'd he do?
Turned my signal on, didn't let me in.
Oh.
Most of them will let you in because they know how difficult it is to get over.
Yeah. But he wouldn't let you in. He said, fuck you, huh?
Yeah, that was a couple days ago.
Oh.
So, but that's okay. Karma works in funny ways. The lane in front of me opened up like completely, so I floored it, and the car in front of him let me in.
Oh, good. Yeah. See how that works? So he got to eat. He got to eat it.
Yeah, he did. You guys picked a nice day to come up here. I'll tell you what.
Yeah, it's supposed to rain tomorrow.
Don't say that. It's like the only day I'm going to have to go home on the bus. Oh no, I'm driving tomorrow. Never mind. Doesn't matter. You're driving tomorrow. Yeah, I could be out there at 10 and I'm not going to be able to go home till 7.
Oh, yeah.
My extra hours for the week. Woo-hoo.
I am. Sit around the base for 2 hours.
Oh, I don't. Not when it's from 10 to 1:30. 1:30 to 2:30, I'll be finding some food.
Oh, yeah.
I'm probably hungry.
Always getting the same base here.
No, you get what's here when you get
You can get in those over there then. You can
No,
go.
it's those two.
Oh.
Like, there's a place in the book that says when you get here which lanes do you.
Okay, they
So I
got.
have 1 through 4.
Oh, okay.
So they don't have no pouch in this bus.
No, you get the
Everything is in this.
book that's about this thick.
What?
It's called the book.
It's
The
not
book.
that thick anymore.
Or
It's called the book, and
Now
that's
we have the route.
what's in the
they
book.
call it the Bible. It's the old. I mean, they give you 2 books now to save printing because they don't have to. The one book doesn't change as often, so they print it like.
What is it, all the routes or something, or what?
Has every route and all the descriptions and rules and regulations and has locations of every bathroom on every route. You know,
Mm-hmm.
So if, you don't
valuable
have,
information.
so if you don't have a pouch, you can just park your bus and go home. You have to go in there and all that, or you gotta go.
No, if you get back and you have no business in the base, you can walk right from your bus to your car.
This
They
is
don't-
great. Isn't that great? You don't have to go in through the gauntlet of drivers hanging around.
You know, these schedules, there's a place in my bag, I just throw them in there and I use them the next day.
They don't
Yeah,
like.
they're supposed to clear this
They,
every day.
they don't like schedules in Portland because everybody has a cell phone. Remember that? And a
Well, our
computer.
shakeup is only 2 weeks in, so we still have, this is the 3rd week. So we still have schedules.
They run out though.
Come back in a couple months and this will be
Gone.
scarce.
Because
Yeah,
everybody
they only
has a
print
cell phone.
once a shake up. So
Twice.
twice.
Yeah.
Well, it's all very lovely, Chad. You look very nice in your little outfit. Green and tan versus blue.
We actually have choices. You can wear this with khakis or navy blue, or they have a blue button-up shirt you can get that's either short sleeve or long sleeve. And they also have a
Well, we
skirt
have
in there.
choices. We have like some kind of.
And you can wear any of the shirt combinations with either pant combinations.
Oh, we only have one kind of pants, right?
Navy
Not.
Navy
No, we
or
have
khaki
we
shorts.
have tan pants too. Tan shorts. Yeah.
And they cannot be cargo.
They cannot be what? Cargo.
Cargo pants.
Oh, cargo.
And have the pockets on the...
You cannot have those.
No.
Why?
I don't know. The supervisors have them. I think it's their uniform.
Oh. I don't know. We can have cargo pants. It's okay for us. Well, see, we get you beat. We can have cargo. They're ugly. The cargo pants.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we don't get our own punch. All the punches are bolted to the fairway.
Oh, look at that. Now that's interesting. They're bolted punches. Well, you don't even need to punch it, do you? You just whip it.
Only during peak, I have to punch it.
Well, it saves you from losing punches, I guess.
Yeah, you don't get anything, like if you get fired or whatever,
Yeah.
pretty much you owe them your ID and that's it.
Like if you're in an accident, they have a
Yeah, don't you have an accident report and all that?
Yeah, it's about ye long.
Where is it, in the bus somewhere here?
No, it's at the base. They consider it bad luck to carry it around. We have a little...
What? So if you get in an accident, what do you have to do?
Well, no, we have a little accident kit that we all carry. It has little things in there that I can pass out for you to write down your side of the story. It has a little form to remind me what to get from them. It has a card I can give them with Metro's information. And then when I get back, I have to fill out the official...
Do they have supervisors they send out to the scenes of action?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. If it's...
If it's something serious.
Sometimes you'll get a ride back to the base.
Right, to the drug test? Have you been
Absolutely.
Have you been drug tested much?
Only when I started. They do randoms. I know somebody who got random 2 times in 2 weeks. She came to me, she's like, I'll probably pass it just like I did last week.
Well, I guess they figured that she's doing
It's all
something.
computerized, you know, they don't have any control.
That's what they say. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I think it's... When they
It
want to
happened
test
at my dad's company a couple of times. The computer spit his name out twice in less than 2 weeks. It's like...
Not likely. Well, it's funny how some people get more than others, especially when you come back from long vacation. It's like all of a sudden, well, they send you the drug test.
I was gone for a week. It feels...
Yeah, well, I don't know. We've always been
there's some things
suspicious
that
about
happen
it.
here. I mean, because there's so little interaction with your superiors. You know, you call out sick, you come back, and it's like nothing ever happened. Nobody says anything, nobody missed, except your coworkers that see you every day.
Right.
They're like, where were you yesterday? But nobody of authority.
Yeah, we don't see them too much, usually, unless you're like somebody like me or something. But
You know, you come back from
They
a
watch
week
you
of
like a hawk.
vacation and
Yeah.
you wonder, you know,
I bet you.
I hope I still had that week off.
Right, yeah.
It's like there's just so little...
But when something goes on, they send you something in your company mail, right?
Yeah, you get mail.
Right.
That's what I call it.
That's what they do to us.
That's what I was telling you earlier, is you know, I can stop the companies, I can just leave them at the bus stop, but then I'll have mail in a couple days.
Yeah, and they'll say what?
Call it complaint.
Yeah.
They'll say, come and see us or something?
Yes, you get a see me notice.
And you go see
And
the
you have
station manager.
5 days to go see your chief.
Your chief? And then your chief sits in the little chair and says,
It's in their office.
why did you do this? And you say,
No, you skipped a step. You round up a union rep first.
oh, well, of course, no. That's automatic. I know that. You don't ever go into the hockey management without a union rep.
I did have a chief downtown, though, that sent me see-me notices for my accommodations because she wanted to.
Oh. Well, let's hear about these commendations. Who gave you a commendation, Sharon?
3 riders off my 77.
And what'd they say about you on the set?
I'm nice, personable, on time.
He's nice and personal. I haven't had
And I handled
accommodations
the
yet.
bus smoking situation well.
The bus smoking?
Yeah, I had a bus.
A guy smoking on the bus?
No, it was the bus that needed to kick the habit.
Oh.
Yeah,
And it
bus
was
malfunction.
It was something that they had put a bulletin out that said, if you see this coming out of your tailpipe and your acceleration more or less sucks, stop the bus, offload your passengers, and call it in.
And so you did that.
So one time it happened, I turned off the bus while I was at a heavily used stop.
Mm-hmm.
So I just shut off the bus and let it like reset while everybody offloaded. Turned it on, the problem went away. Got the bus a couple weeks later, tried the same thing, didn't happen. Went up the hill and we're going like 10 miles an hour.
Billowing smoke.
We're done.
Like an engine blew or something.
I just got up and I told everybody, I said, they put out a bulletin. You've probably heard of recent, we actually had a rash of 2 or 3 buses where they caught fire right at the exhaust pipe.
Really?
And I told them, I said, if you've heard anything about those, the symptoms that cause it are coming out of our bus, and I don't want it to catch fire, so we're ending here. And I just did it very calm and collected. Everybody filed out. A supervisor showed up within 5 minutes. Then we just put out our triangles, and then he brought me back downtown, and I got a different bus and did my second trip.
Oh, that'll make you sit with the bus?
Oh, no. If the bus is parked in a spot that it's not obstructing anything, we're out of there.
It's funny, a TriMet makes you sit there.
They'll secure the bus and move
Yeah,
on.
you secure the bus, and then when VM shows up, they'll
They'll take
it.
it. Yeah, now they make us sit with it, stupid thing. Can you believe it? Well, you can't leave if the bus is still there.
If you're blocking traffic like I had on the express lanes getting off at 42nd, going down the hill, all the check engine lights came on, just out of nowhere. And the little dash selector flashes. You have no acceleration, you have nothing. And you shut off the bus and then it does not restart. And it was on and off ramp, those 2 lanes. So I had to park the bus at the bottom of the ramp. I was able to let everyone off, traffic light crosswalk and everything. And the state patrol showed up, and we had to stay with the bus until the hook showed up and moved it. Another supervisor ended up showing up and taking me back downtown while supervisor number 1 stayed with the bus. Because VM was there. So.
VM?
Vehicle maintenance.
Oh, VM.
Hello, don't you have VM where you come from?
We don't call it VM, we just call it, what do we call it? Maintenance truck. The maintenance truck.
We don't have much in the way of maintenance trucks. There's a couple that wander around downtown.
They do have their own tow trucks, though. They don't contract out like TriMet does.
Yeah, all the hooks are ours. Downtown
They have some pretty nice looking tow trucks, too.
Downtown and north each have 2. I think Ryerson has 1, so that makes downtown has 3. I don't know how many south. East only has 1. And the appropriate tow truck does not have to.
Well, they haul some of the buses back with TriMet equipment, but if they got a flatbed, if they have to contract that out. Some of them they just tow back, put a tow line on them.
All of ours, that's how they do it. They just pull up to the front here, raise the front end, off they go. It's very entertaining to watch.
Don't you gotta use a bathroom? No. You just don't bother with
I
it.
went before I left the base. Sometimes I don't go before I leave the base because I know I have this.
Last time I rode with him, he had to use it here.
Yep, I told him, sit down, sit still.
I don't see any supervisors around here.
They're all on the other side over there.
When we turn out,
Yeah. What are they doing there?
Well, the one that you saw sitting there was the one that was checking the speed coming down the lane.
Oh, okay.
He is a very by the book.
One of those. Huh?
Yeah. I have dealt with him in other things, and he's a nice guy.
But he's by the book.
But don't cross him.
Don't cross him over what? They'll make sure he crosses you.
He tends to get crazy. Yeah, there's supervisors that are assigned to the tunnel. There's supervisors that are assigned to certain zones.
When can you apply for supervisory job?
After you've been full-time for 3 years.
3 years? Oh, that long.
Should be.
That's not fair. So,
be a supervisor,
take you 3 years.
10 years.
Yeah, right.
A lot of supervisors, that's about right. They've been at Metro for 10 years.
No, they don't do that at TriMet. As soon as you're as soon as you're full time, you can get it. I guess.
You really need to.
You just have to be full time. Period.
I think the time frame really gives you time
I was going to say they learn more. They
it's a little.
supervisors.
Yeah,
that they
not at our
have.
place. They all
They've been
hire.
there
Oh, we like
2,
you.
3
We'll
years.
take you.
You don't even know
They've been
what
full
they're
time for less
doing.
than a year.
Yeah, I agree with that.
The backpack is one of yours, right?
Yes. No, well, you better call that in. I just saw it back. Something was.
Don't think it hasn't happened.
Something was ticking in.
People have left their entire backpack. One guy left
course they
his
do.
laptop on here.
No, I've had it happen.
And I hate it because it's paper. You got to go. The lost and
Yeah.
found is actually the worst. You got to fill out a tag. Then you have to fill out something that tells them what it is, and you put it in. And then you have to fill out something else so you can get paid for doing all of that.
Oh, really? You get extra money for filling it out?
5 minutes.
5 minutes? We don't get
Doesn't
any.
even take you 5 minutes.
We don't get 5 minutes.
If you bad order a bus, you got to write it up. You get paid 5 minutes.
Wow.
You have to fill out an accident report depending on the
Well, that you get
circumstances.
3/4 of an hour.
It's 30 to 45 minutes.
But you do get paid to write
Because
it.
if it's something minor, like mine was just a mirror, I got paid a half hour. You get paid 45 minutes when there's more involved.
How many accidents they have here? Do you have any idea?
I don't. It's all posted online. I'm pretty sure.
There's
We're
been
a
any
little-
serious? There's been some serious passenger dispute stuff here. I've been reading in the news, national news.
I mean, stuff happens. I know someone who got into a rear-end accident on the freeway, She came around one of the corners, didn't have enough time to stop.
Which one?
I remember passing that bus on the freeway.
You saw
That
it?
was Laura.
I saw it.
How bad was the
She was
bus?
a good driver.
Backed up traffic pretty bad. I didn't see how bad
Oh,
the
she
bus
get
was.
canned?
No, you.
She was stopped in the middle of the express lanes.
The
Holding up traffic for everybody.
accidents are a point system.
Yeah.
You get assessed points based on the severity of the accident. 15 is the maximum.
That's if you what? Kill somebody?
No, that's
Value of the damage you do.
right. So if you do something, you total a car and it's your fault. You get the 15 points.
I see.
But they won't fire you until you're at 24.
What about kill somebody?
A fatality will, as they put it, a fatality will end your career at Metro.
Oh.
Immediately.
Oh yeah. Because we've had classes about it. We've had trainings about it. We've had pedestrian awareness classes and things like that. It's pretty simple. Watch where you're going. And if you have an accident, so if you bust a mirror off,
I'm watching you.
a mirror is 5 points.
I'm sure. 5 points?
Yeah. But every year that you go by without having a preventable, you get 3 points back.
Oh.
So if you are
She
one of
would
those
have,
good drivers and you just accidentally bumped a tree that they just put in, and you're like, where the hell did that come from? You don't have any preventables in 2 years, you'll be back at 0.
So if you get positive points, can you get positive points? Like, you saved up so you can have one 15-point accident because you haven't had any...
No, it doesn't work that way.
You can't build up points?
We do get a patch and a pin for every year that you are a safe driver.
Yeah, okay, we do that too. I got some.
Apparently you get
somewhere.
this fancy plaque at 5.
A plaque? What'd you get for 20?
Kick in the butt?
Kick
You
in the
got
ass.
20 SPA.
Oh,
That's 20. Yeah, that's the equivalent of 20 years of safe driving.
no.
Yes, it is.
SPAs are
Superior Performance Award, which is the same as.
You can get them more than once a year. They come
That's
with
like the,
hours.
based on hours.
Work. I have
Right.
23 and I have
23.
I see it's off.
How many safe years driving?
Off the minute you turn the bus on.
Oh. And we're leaving the standing over point for the second run of the night. About out of battery here.
On headlights.
And there goes Mr. Chad. Picking up 1,000 people waiting. There goes Dave. What is it, Dave?
We're all together on the road. Be safe and drive safe.
Oh. Space coming in. Did you know did you know that is Venus and Jupiter up there?
I did not know that.
Well, it is.
You pick those up real well with that camera?
Yeah, actually I can. See if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, wow. There's Jupiter. Well, no, that's Venus, I think. The bright one. That's Jupiter.
Huh.
Amazing.
Saying we might be able to see the northern lights tonight. Full effect.
Wow, really?
Oh, because of the solar flare that happened this morning.
When is that gonna happen?
I don't know when you see the northern lights.
Hey, we'll be on the highway and all of a sudden the whole sky will come alive with northern lights.
I've never seen them.
I've seen pictures of them, but I've never seen them myself.
Lemonade, cold beers,
Dr. Pepper or Cherry Pepsi?
cherry Pepsi.
I assume all the flavors you have in a syrup passion.
For lemonades and cheese,
Yeah.
we've got strawberry, kiwi, mango, raspberry, wild
Jeez, I'm confused. What was the list again?
We've got strawberry, kiwi, mango, raspberry, kiwi. I know, seriously, stop.
I don't know much about it.
All right. So your health coverage, you pay nothing.
As a part-timer, if you work more than 1,019 hours in a year, you get full-time health coverage, which is zero.
What about the family?
Your family's included.
Zero. So when you go get a prescription, what's the copay?
I don't know.
You never got one.
There's two different plans to pick from.
Okay.
One has a copay of $20, and a lot of your other stuff's 100% covered. The other one, there's no copay, but a lot of the stuff is 80% covered.
Okay. Have you been to the doctor at all?
Not since I've had it.
Do you get dental?
It just started January 1st.
Oh.
Yeah, it comes with medical, dental, and vision.
Have you used it? Any of it?
It's only been 2 months.
Well, I mean, if you need it, you don't need any.
Most of my stuff happens over the summer. My asthma kicks up, allergies.
Do you take medication for that stuff? Okay, so we'll find out how much.
We'll find out later.
We have the golden health care. Golden. Right.
Well, you know, the problem with TriMed is they just go, oh, your healthcare is too much. Has anybody found documentation that they've shopped around for cheaper?
Has anybody even provided us with a list of comparable figures and
Who's
facts?
your provider now?
We have two, Kaiser and Blue Cross.
Pick one, yeah. Blue Cross or Kaiser.
I know we have good stuff, but
Yeah, group health or
Health and Aetna. The other one has changed almost every year. There's things that have changed about it.
CenturyLink is group health or United Health.
Group Health is the one I have.
nobody gets good health coverage in America
It's
anymore.
$20 to see a doctor. Urgent care, I think, is
Group health is pretty good.
$40 or $50. The prescriptions,
I don't know if they have them down in Oregon, do they? Group health?
it's up here.
It's Dave.
But I don't know what the prescriptions are.
Hi.
I end up finding that out when I go to because they say one thing and then you go to your pharmacy and it's something different. So.
The whole thing is a scam. Well, thanks for the tour today, Dave.
I play tour guide in the back of the bus.
Yeah, he was very good. He's always been very good about the tours. He's always provided very.
So I brought you along so they didn't get bored.
Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. You did very entertain us. It would have been a whole
Didn't get bored on that last trip.
Well, if that guy didn't open that window, it might not have been so boring. The guy just had to open the window and all the air.
I
I
didn't think
figured somebody was going to, though, as many people.
When you had all those people on the bus,
I didn't think it was going to be that bad, and then you got on the freeway, it's just like.
Yeah.
So I eventually closed it, and then it was fine.
So you needed to have some.
I knew it. I knew at Westlake my bus was.
That's scenic. I mean, they're like city lights, you know.
45 north, 45
South.
Huh?
South. Doesn't it tell you what isn't this thing supposed to talk to us?
45 south is next right. She hasn't said it goes.
I don't know. I must have said something else.
Did you say?
We went south.
Yeah, he said don't go to. Where did you say don't go to?
Approaching freeway entrance on the right, followed by keep to the left.
they got their GPS right on there. It's hooked up to their.
Remain on the current road.
I had